Hi guys, so today we are going to make some vintage postcards and we're going to make envelopes to go along with them. So let's get started. So these are just index cards, and I love vintage too, but I haven't done a lot of stuff in vintage. So we're going to explore that a little bit. So I just have like a pile of little scraps here that I definitely want to use. Some washi tape that was sent to me in Happy Mail. I'm trying to use up a few of the wonderful things that you guys have sent me in Happy Mail. And these are some napkins left over for a project that I'll show you next, okay? Then I have my Deco Arts Deco Page Glue and Gloss. That's this baby, which I absolutely love. And then I have my Deco Arts Americana paints. I have dark chocolate, camel, which is a really pretty color. And then I have Deco Arts Americana in Sea Glass and Deco Arts Americana in Mink Tam. So those should be awesome. Okay, so we're just going to play a little bit and see what we come up with. I did thought that the camera was on, but it was not. So we're going to restart this one, and it's tearing a little bit. So I love making postcards on index cards. They're really good size. I usually don't put my postcards in the mail by themselves. I usually stick them in an envelope. So we're going to make an envelope, but you can also use these just as tuck spots in your junk journals or something like that. So they're really versatile. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to start out with our base. I'm going to try to keep these fairly simple, just because I want to share the idea with you. We're going to do a couple together. Alrighty. Okay, and we're just going to go in, and I just want to add a line of this sea glass. I didn't put the top on very well, so it is a little bit thicker than their paints normally are. But that was totally my fault, but it still works great. I just had like this little thing here, so it's all ready to go now. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of add kind of just a block of color is what I'm thinking, just like that. Alrighty. And I'm just using this color because I love it and I think it's really pretty, and it kind of goes with some of the things that I'm planning to use. So that's what we're going to use. Alrighty, and while we're at it, we'll let this dry just for a minute. Let's start another background. This time maybe we'll start with paper just to, you know, make things a little bit more interesting. So this is a glue stick. So let's see, do I want to start with washi tape? I think this one, I got this from a napkin, so I think I definitely want to use that. And this is an old arithmetic book that actually has writing in it. It's super old, so I'm just going to kind of lay out and see if I like together. I don't know about this red, but I'm kind of drawn to it actually, but I don't think I have any more of that left. Maybe we can do like this. This isn't one that I would typically go to, but let's try it. Let's just see what's going on. I really like this lime though too. And I'm looking in my camera to see. I actually really like the lime, but that would be interesting too. I think this is a little bit more subtle, so maybe we'll use that. Oops, sorry. And we're going to do maybe 2 of these guys, just so you'll get an idea. I'll make more if you guys want on camera, but let's kind of bring it in a little bit more too. There we go. That's probably a lot better to see. Sometimes I forget to do that. And sometimes I like my washi tape torn, but I think for this I'm going to do it straight just because the napkin's torn, this piece of paper's torn. So I think that we need a little bit of straightness here. I think when you're doing like these kind of collage cards, it's good to have, or any kind of collage, it's good to have straight edges and torn edges. I think it just gives it a little bit more interest. So I like that together. So for this one, I was going to do paper first, which I think that I'll do just to challenge myself. I like to put, ooh, yuck. I like to put things down differently. Bad glue stick. Okay, let's grab another one. Maybe that works better. These I found actually at a thrift store. I'm just going to stick that over there. And they were old, but there was a ton of them, so I bought them. And we use them in the class that I teach, my religious ed class. But these are the last two, and they were getting kind of bad. So I did buy some Elmer's glue sticks that are easier for the kids to use. That maybe. And then let's go in with, I really love this caramel color or camel color. I keep calling it caramel, but camel color. Let's add a little bit of that. Let's grab a paintbrush and let's see, which way do I want it to go? Maybe I'll have it go this way just to add a little bit more interest. And we'll add this a bit. Just like that. Oh, I like that. I like that pop. Do I want to add any more paint? And I like that this is a little bit, like it's not perfect. Let's maybe add, maybe we'll add just a line up here. I just wanted to overlap the paper just a little bit. And again, I like that kind of painty sketchiness going on there. Okay, so that should work. Alrighty, so let's go back to this one. We're just going to switch back and forth. We're going to let the paint dry and then we'll switch back again. So for this one, I'm thinking that I will add paper also. This is just brown paper, and then this is a napkin that I thought was really, really pretty, so I think I'm going to use that. And it has a design on it. Can you see that? It's so pretty. I'm just maybe going to cut it down a little bit though. I think it's a little bit too massive. And it will kind of blend in because, so I don't want it totally up. And it's okay if it comes off a little bit. I'm just like auditioning things right now. So we'll do something like that. Like those are two. It's like two, let's see here. Maybe let's cut this off. Give myself a little bit of something else to work with here. Oh, I love that. Okay, so let's do that like that. I think that looks best to my eye. Okay, and let's add some decoupage glue for that. I'm going to do that to put down the napkin. Now the only thing that I need to decide though is if I want to add a little bit of paper behind, which I think I do. I love the transparency of napkins. So let's maybe tear this a little bit more. Just like that. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and use, you could use a glue stick for this. I'm just using my decoupage glue just because I want to. So we'll take that and, oops, big lump. And I love this glue. It's really nice. It's very nice to use. It's not as sticky as Mod Podge. Here we go. Go ahead and stick this down like so and like that. So a little bit of it should peek through, and then if I add this like on top of there, we should be able to see. And I'll get that level. There we go. And I am going to do it on the sides here because I kind of want it to be, want you to be able to see the layers of paper. But I definitely love that little flower there, so we're going to keep that in there. Just going to add that a little bit. And I don't care if my napkin has wrinkles in it. I think it adds texture, and I am a texture girl. I love texture, and I went a little bit too crazy there, so I probably will have to push that together a little bit. You just want to be gentle, much more gentle than I'm being with my thing here. And then this guy, we have everything kind of going that way. Maybe we'll kind of mix things up and put it this way. I like that. Okay, so let's grab a little bit more of our glue here. And I'm going to be a lot gentler this time. We're going to go ahead and just stick that down like so. Just like that. Alrighty. And then I do want to put this napkin over all of that, I think. But where do I want to put it? Or do I want to? No, I think the napkin we're going to put with the other one. This one, I just stamped out some stamps that I had. I don't have very many vintage style stamps. I usually love to get background stamps, so that's the issue. That's why I don't have a ton to choose from here. But I don't know if I want to fussy cut this out or if I want it torn. So we're going to just use a dragonfly. I could use the butterfly, and I really love things on brown paper or craft paper. I think it creates a really cool interest. I like that there. I'm not sure. Let's see. But let's see. I'm just going to keep tearing it until I have it the way I want. I was watching Agatha Christie. Then There Were None, which is a really interesting mystery. It's definitely very suspenseful. But it is a good movie. If you haven't seen it, I suggest that you do. BBC did a really good job on it. I love that. I think that's really cool. Okay, so let's add just a little bit of glue on there. But it's about these 10 people that go to an island, and they're all murderers. So you get to kind of figure out like why they murdered people. There's some really crazy reasons. It's kind of nuts, but yeah. But she is just such a wonderful writer. Like, it's so engaging, you know, and I think it translates well for movies for sure. So it was good to watch. I'm thinking about adding some glitter, but I think that'll be maybe too much. Let's see if we can use one of our washies here. Maybe I'll use the lime green one on this one. I kind of like it. Let's see if I like it. I like that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just stick that down. It's okay if it goes a little bit off on the edge because I will reuse that in other projects, especially for these little cards. And it turns out that the one that you thought wouldn't have done like the worst, the worst thing, did the worst thing. And then she's like bargaining for her life at the end. It's crazy, and yeah. I'll try not to spoil it in case you've seen it, but it's a very interesting movie. It's a very interesting concept. And I like movies like that. Movies that kind of make you think, like, wow, okay. That looks interesting. So I don't think I'm done with this, but let's jump to the other one too. Alrighty, so let's do this one. Let's see what we got here. Kind of like that there, I think. I think I had some brown paper on this one, but I can't quite remember. How does that look? I like that, but I don't like that they're the same height. That doesn't look right to my eye. So maybe I have this little scrap here. do that maybe a little bit like that. And the washi tape doesn't necessarily have to go that way, does it? If I do something like that. And right now I'm just auditioning things. I think that that's, especially when you're doing like collages and stuff, it's really important to audition things. So I wonder, now I'm curious how the washi tape would look on top of this. And I'm kind of looking in the camera and seeing if I like that. I think I like it better. Oops, and I just have to be a little bit careful here. On the bottom. So I can do this here like so, and I think I'm going to have it go up just a little bit higher like that, and I'm going to glue that down better. Do that there, and then maybe that down there. That looks good to me. Okay. Do I want any brown paper? I don't think so. That looks good. Was there anything else I was going to add? I do have this paper too. I think that's too big. So let's see. We're going to just put it down and see. Sometimes you just have to go forward and see how it works out. Let's see. So, and if not, there's ways that we can enhance it or start a little bit. And I want to see if you guys will guess the killer if you haven't seen it. I guessed it. But I've always been really good at solving mysteries. Like, I remember the first time we read Sherlock Holmes when I was in high school. We had like it was like a murder club, which sounds really terrible, but we did. And so we read the books. And we had to figure out who did it before the books ended. So I was pretty good at that. I always won Jelly Ranchers for that. I'll never forget. And we had this wonderful teacher. She lived in this really cool like building, and she had oh, what was it? It was like a book club, but she didn't call it that. I think it was like English Literature Club or something like that, and it was totally optional. But she was such a wonderful teacher that all of us loved her, and she was young. She was a young teacher, and she was really nice. Like, we went over to her house and she would have like pizza, and then we would have like discussions about classical books. It was really cool. And there was a whole group of us there, which was nice. And there was always an adult, so it was very safe. And she was just a really nice teacher. I definitely remember her. She definitely made literature come alive for us. And then sometimes we would even watch movies. After we got done reading the books, we would watch the movies about the books. Like we did, I think it's Wives and Daughters, which I love. That is such a great book. And North and South, and a couple other ones too. So she was a really amazing teacher. But I loved mysteries. I always have loved mysteries. So I love guessing. And then we used to play Carmen Sandiego in my other class. And I would always find her. And then they had this other like fun computer game that was about solving murders. So yeah. I just enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. So I'm just going to seal the entire surface right now. Alrighty, what am I forgetting here? I think it needs something else, but I can't quite think of it right now. Maybe we'll add a word. Yeah, maybe that's what it needs. We'll see. Alrighty, so I think those are good right now. So we have this one, and we have this one. Okay. So I'm just looking at them. I just want to see if there's anything else I want to add. I love splatters, so I will probably add some splatters. And I think, what else do I want to add? I'm deciding if I want to add some stickers that say something. Let's see, I have these guys. So I think I like Discover, but I think that I'm going to do it in black. This I think needs a little bit more contrast. So hopefully I have Discover in black. I love using these. Let's see. I've used a good amount of them, as you can tell. I love stickers in general. Like, they were definitely one of my favorite things. I added stickers to everything when I was little, so. Oh, I like that. Discover. I think that's good. And of course I'm going to glue it down a little better. But I just want to get that down. This one, let's see. Voyage, Adventure, Embark. I like that. Do I want it with black too? I think so. Yeah, I think I want a little bit more contrast. Embark. Now where to put it? Do I want to put it there or up here? I think right there. Perfect. Oh, I love them. They look great. Okay. Alright, so let us grab, I want some splatters. It might ruin the whole thing, but I can't help myself. Let's see. So I have some black paint, my Deco Arts paint, Americana, and we're going to go ahead and just add a little bit of water there. Sorry, I'm just getting it all done here. Should probably move this stuff over just a little bit because I am a messy splatterer. Also a messy dust having person too. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to do it right here because, yeah, it's okay. I did not put down a mat today, so. Alright, so we're just going to go in and I'm going to add just a few little splatters here. And I love splatters. I think they just kind of bring things together. Just a little bit here. Wonderful. That looks great. And I'll grab one of my index cards. Let's see. And we'll just kind of paint it up. Maybe this little guy. And I'll do something with it. Very good. I'm just going to go in and get up a little bit of that paint. Just a tad. I'm running out of space for stuff. Okay. Okay, we'll stick it there, and then I want to grab something. Oh, maybe like for this little area here. I don't know if it will come up, but we're gonna see. I'm trying to think. The first time I discovered Agatha Christie was with Miss Marple. My mom, I think, had a movie, and she was like, and I fell in love. I watched like everything, all the Poirot's and all the Agatha Christie stuff that I could find. Alrighty, so those look awesome. Very good. So I think maybe I will end it here, but there will be a part 2 on how to make envelopes. So that should come out probably right after this one. But I really love how these turned out. I really hope that you give them a try. They're so fun and very, very easy to make. And I'm sure you have things in your stash that you can use. The napkins were just left over from the envelopes that we're going to make in the next part of this video. So very, very easy and cool, and it works very, very good. But these are so cute, and I love them, and they're really fun. So very cool. I think maybe I keep saying that I'm going to end, and sorry, excuse me, I'm going to get up for a second. And we're going to go ahead and ink some edges of these guys. I think that'd be good. So do I want this brown or this one? And these I just found at the thrift store. And nothing fancy. But you could use your distress ones if you have them. I think I have some, but they're in bright colors. So I don't have any of the vintagey looking ones, but that's okay. These are fun. And is that too neat for me? I think that it is. Let's get in there. I like things a little smudged. This one I will do neater for you though. Maybe. We'll see if I like it. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to like it, but we'll see. Very good. And these are fun. All I do is I'll put it under a heavy book just to help them, you know, have a flatter shape. And then, yeah, and then it's great because you can cover this with one of those postcard printables that you can get. And you can stick them in the mail, or you can stick them in the envelope, or you could even just write on the back. Like, I don't see a problem with writing on the back. They're handmade and they're made from index cards, so I don't think there's anything the matter if anyone knows that. And there is definitely lines for you to write things. You could write your message on there, so that'd be cool. And I am messy, so evidently I will definitely cover these because I'm gonna get ink and stuff all over the place, I can tell, with these guys. So really fun project. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later. If you make these, please tag me on Instagram. It's my name, so Shamee Dixon. And I'm having fun over there. You guys don't get to see a lot of the stuff that I'm making because I make it for my classes or to sell and that kind of thing. So if you want to see more of my artwork, you definitely want to follow me there. And it's just my name, Shamee Dixon, just like this YouTube channel. Yeah, all lowercase, so it's easy to find. And yeah, I think that is it. Thank you guys so much for all your support and for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And this year we're going to have lots of fun and have tons and tons of inspiration. So I hope that you will join me. Okay? So I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.